Here today with Mike Taylor at Lunch with a Hero. And what branch of the military did you serve in?
I was in the Navy.
Navy, cool. Navy guy. Best friends in the Navy. What years did you serve?
I was in from 82 to 87.
Cool. Did you get stationed overseas anywhere or anything like that?
I was stationed in Charleston, but I was on a submarine. The submarine was in Scotland, Holy Lot, Scotland.
Wow,
so
that's cool.
Did halftime over there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what did you do on the sub?
I was an interior communications electrician.
Okay, what's that? Do you have to
Basically, dial-up operator, dinosaur phone service.
Oh, okay. So
alarm
before GPS and satellites and all that stuff. Yeah. That's cool, man. I'm telling you what, though, we've had guys that are some of our engineers that are big into analog stuff, and it's a lost art. You know what I mean? Most guys couldn't tell you couldn't pull a schematic out and have a guy read it. You know what I mean?
Right.
When we used to have to build stuff in our board, switches and stuff, we'd have the guy and he'd just pull out a grid piece of paper and draw a schematic out on it. And now the first time I saw that, I was like, holy crap, that's amazing.
Right.
Just off the top of his head. You ask the engineer now that's in college, I guarantee you probably couldn't do it.
Replace a card.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Plug this in and plug that in. Did you turn it off and on?
Right, exactly, yeah.
So what made you want to go into the military?
I just thought it was a good thing to do to save money to buy land.
Okay.
And just something different and see the world. And submarines, you're not seeing much.
No,
I don't know.
no.
I wasn't thinking quite that out.
But you got to go to Scotland, though, right?
Yeah, I got to go to Scotland. My first patrol on a submarine was around the world cruise.
Okay.
And it was the first of the class of submarine I was on, Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's an eye-opening experience. Your first patrol around the world cruise.
I bet. So what was the route? I mean, like, did you just start in Charleston and go east or west? I mean,
actually, this was out of Connecticut.
Okay.
And we just went all over. We were supposed to. We had very few Liberty ports. If you're on a ship, you're going to have 10, 12, or more Liberty ports. We had basically two. One was Diego Garcia, which they say is not Liberty. Mm-hmm. It's upkeep. But if you're on a submarine and you're up in the sun, that's Liberty.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to go to Mombasa, Africa, but because of complications, we ended up going to Australia.
Okay.
And that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent 2 weeks there, a week in Perth and then a week at Hobart, in Tasmanian Island.
I bet that was cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah, especially in the 80s. I bet that would have been a really cool spot.
Oh, yeah. A lot of punk rockers and stuff.
Yeah, AC/DC, man.
Yeah.
The Kings.
Yeah.
They still are. I have always had this joke about Australia because my fiance really wants to go there, and I'm like, there's too much stuff that can kill you there, man. I mean, it's like spiders as big as your head, and these little jellyfish that if they sting you, you've got like 7 hours to get venom, and they're like the size of a fingernail. I'm like, dude, I'm not scared of much, but Australia is one of those things. I'm just like, ugh.
That's exactly what my girlfriend says. She's like, spiders, forget about it.
And spiders don't bother me, but it's just the idea of Australia. I don't know. It's just maybe it's one of those things that I've just built up in my mind that it's really not going to be that bad, you know.
Yeah, when they told us we wasn't going to Mombasa, Africa, the chief, the master chief on the submarine, he's on the 1MC, and you're supposed to be quiet on the submarine, but he announced on the 1MC, he's like, I'm going to give you a hint to where we're going. And he broke out with the song "Land Down Under" over the whole 1MC.
That's awesome.
Throughout the whole submarine. Everybody's like yelling and screaming. It's
cool.
Like, yeah.
So tell me how, like, when you guys would submerge, I mean, how many, like, what was the longest time you were underwater for? I mean,
I would say on that submarine that was around the world cruise deal, and I bet you it was probably a little over 2 months that we were, we would come up to get some air,
but you'd never really,
fresh air, but you
really
periscope depth and snorkel, and then back down you go again. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. For someone that loves Mother Nature, I was like, I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, but did you see anything did you see any kind of wildlife in there? I mean, did that everything? Did you ever hear a whale, or did you?
It's hilarious you say that because I didn't know anything about submarines, and I was thinking voyage to the bottom of the sea. Yeah. It's going to have these windows. I'm going to be able to see these fish.
You can see nothing but red lights.
Yeah. But no, every once in a while they would do a periscope, basically Liberty. They just had TVs, and every once in a while, you could take turns looking through the periscope. But sometimes you'd have some whales that were swimming with you, or some dolphins, and you see them fly by the periscope every once in a while. And then, on the sonar, sometimes they would just play it over the intercom. The whales, like,
Singing
they want to hook up with the submarine.
That's cool. It's interesting. I wonder what the hell they think, They're like, what the hell is that thing?
And then I was on, when I was in Scotland, I was stationed in Charleston, and I was on a missile submarine then.
Okay.
And its tactics is just to hang out on the bottom of the ocean and waiting to launch them missiles,
Yeah.
So you're just like floating around for a couple of months, and then you got like a week of takeover and then a week of relief. You have 2 crews, and that's why we were in Charleston, but the sub stayed in Scotland, and we would switch gold crew and blue crew.
Yeah.
But it was actually cool. I mean, the first month that you come off the submarine is complete R&R.
Yeah.
You're not doing, you don't have to use any of your leave time. It's just straight rest and relaxation.
Yeah.
And then the other like month and a half or so before you have to go back over, you go for about, 6 hours or so in the morning, and then you're off the rest of the day, know? Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was not too bad of a gig.
Yeah, that's cool. And you said 6 years, right? 82 to...
Almost, It's like 5 years and 10 months.
Yeah,
I got to go to San Diego for A school, and that was like in between my commands from one submarine to the other.
Did you like San Diego?
Love San Diego.
See, my buddy, that's where he finished his flight, because he put in he was in Japan for about 6 years, came back, did officer training, then went to flight school. Now he flies Blackhawks for the Navy, right?
Oh, sweet.
So he finished everything in San Diego, and he had just gotten divorced, and man, he just hit it hard. He said, "This is the best freaking town." And they ended up finding a girl and getting married again. But he loved it. He said,
"Oh man, the weather's perfect
it's
all the time.
Everything is awesome."
Yeah, the ocean. It's great.
I need to go check it out because I can't stand LA. I hate. 3 days is my max, and then I've been out there several times, and every time I'm just like, by day 2, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I can't stand this place. Yeah. It's too much for me.
Right.
It's not the people. It is the people. It's the people and their mentality there. I just don't feel it.
Kind of depending on where you're at and stuff. I mean, I've had some good times there.
I've had great times too, but it's like, but those were like the first day or 2 days, and after that, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah.
So, tell me about Scotland. Like, did you get to ever go off and check out Scotland? I mean, you said you were just...
Yeah, we would be there for like about 2 weeks before you go out to sea, and then you'd come back, and then you had about a week, and then the submarine crew would relieve you, and you'd hand it off, and you'd be gone again, But yeah, I definitely got to spend a little bit of time in Scotland. Went to a couple of the castles.
Is that pretty cool?
Oh yeah, it was totally cool. What was really cool is like I forget what time of year it is, but when it doesn't get dark till like midnight or so, it was wild.
Yeah.
And the winter seas are pretty rough. Even for a submarine, even at periscope depth, you could just
feel it
rocking and rolling, and
that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your service, Mike, and talking with me today and having lunch with me today, man. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike.